Hello students, welcome back to social science class. Before starting of part of civics chapter, role of government in India, we will recall the previous points of part 1. In part 1, we have learnt about the term health, healthcare in India, medical tourism, medical facilities, reasons for medical tourism, in which we have covered two main objectives, a kind of expensive medical setup, and second one is not having supportive infrastructure. Now let's start our next topic, that is medical industry. If we talk about medical industry, it is third largest in volume and 14th largest in terms of value. These are some positive point of health system in India. However, despite these, there are some negative points in India. There are high number of communicable diseases and we have large number of undernourished cases. Tuberculosis disease, which is widely spread at the largest pillar in India. In rural areas, there is not good infrastructure of medical facilities. There are also some kind of diseases like dengue, chikungunya, malaria due to lack of cleanliness. So, all these things go hand in hand. If the environment is cleaned, dear students, I am focusing, if the environment is cleaned, there is less stagnant water, mosquitoes breeding will be less, and as a result, less disease will be spread. Now, our next content is distribution of healthcare system. There are two types of system that exist parallel in our society. First one is public healthcare system and second one is private healthcare system. First of all, we will discuss about public healthcare system. It is that healthcare which is provided by the government. The basic things would be that it would be available in the smallest parts of India, even in interior parts or rural areas. It could spend each and every corner of the country from rural area to urban areas and then to districts. It is much affordable. This one is second point. It is much affordable. It is cheaper as it costs low. So it brings in more people. However, there is an issue on the quality of the sources provided to the people. Government keeps the check on the quality of the sources provided under mission Indradhanush. This one now fourth point is mission Indradhanush. Under this mission, government provides universal vaccination to all people. Then we have National Health Insurance Mission, which talks about free drugs and diagnostic and insurance coverage by serious ailments. There are some of the things which have public health care system. However, due to affordability and approachability to government hospitals, there is OPDs. There is a rush in the OPDs. There is high rush in the OPDs. What does OPD, what do you mean by OPD? OPD means outpatient department. It is the department where patients are primarily seen. Then if need arises, he or she is shifted to the ward. This is all about OPD. It is available in both areas, rural areas and urban areas. Students, have you ever thought all these works, from where does the income come from? Public healthcare system or government hospitals are run by the government. Government brings the amount from the taxes. They get the income from the taxes. So money that comes in the form of taxes, one of the major source of running of the government hospital. What is the sum of the basic idea? That is, we are trying to focus under healthcare system in India. If we say that the idea of the safeguarding the life, we talk about the preventing the spread of the disease. UNICEF says that there are more than 2 billion children that are die every year in India due to preventable infections. So there are some of the things that must be looked around. Now we will talk about private healthcare system. We know already that public healthcare system, which is run by government, private healthcare system is run by the private clinic and personal owners or doctors. They also exist in rural areas as well as urban areas. But if we talk about multi-specialty hospitals, they will exist in only urban areas, because rural areas would not find that much drainage that paying capacity in multi-specialty hospitals. Under rural areas, as we have registered medical practitioners known as RMPs. RMPs are known as medical practitioners, okay, who exists. Under urban areas, we have specialized services. Again, we have specialized services. We have diagnostic services. There are in the form of MRIs, CT scans, ultrasounds and so on. Then we have many pharmaceutical shops which are the part of private healthcare system. This private healthcare system is not controlled by the government. They have their own funds and profits that they are running their hospitals or private clinics. What happens in the private healthcare systems? Do you know, students? What is the difference, major difference between private hospitals and public hospitals? Listen. In private sectors, private hospitals, more burden on patients. They have more burden of finance, more financial burden on patients, and patients ultimately tell to pay more. In public hospitals, it does not happen. Dear students, I hope this second part is clear to all of you. Revise first tutorial again along with the second part of tutorial, so that you may understand the whole chapter in continuity. See you soon with third part. Bye. Take care.